So we're on block 9. This one is called Checkerboard. Real easy. I'm going to make 2 smaller, one like that. That's 1.5 inch squares, and that one's a 2 inch square. So obviously now I'm going to do it in my colours, which are, I've chosen black and a spot for the background. You do 2 blacks, 1 white, 2 whites, 1 black. Sew them together. So this is the 1.5 inch. Once you've pressed it, 1.5 inches, put them on a straight line, and we need 6 of each. So just cut one end off to make it level. When you do the 2 inch one, then you do them 2 inches. This is 1.5, so you do 1.5. Continue doing that till you've done 6 from each. So make them into mini checkerboards. 2 dark and a light, 2 lights and a dark, 2 darks and a light, 2 lights and a dark, 2 of each, and then sew them together. So that's 2 darks and a light. And then obviously, because you've done them to the dark, press them to the dark both sides, then they nest. So this one's 2 darks and a light, so the light's in the middle, dark's at the top, so that's at the bottom. There you go. And then do that for all 4. So once you've sewn all 4, then 2 of the same need to be pressed. Don't forget, don't use steam or starch because you'll make them shrink. These 2 can go to the outside, doesn't matter which way round you do it. And these to the inside. That way, and then obviously then when you put them together, they'll nest. So you need to put 2 like that, 2 like that, and then sew them together. Change that round, there you go, opposites, so they look like a checkerboard. So then once you've done that and you've pressed one of the seams that way and one of the seams this way, they'll nest. And you have to make sure any other seam nests as well. So start from the front and put the edges together. Take a couple of stitches and nest the first ones. It's probably on the bias, you'll be able to pull a little if they're not straight. Then nest the next two. And then make sure it's going the right way underneath. Then they'll nest. And by the time you get to the end, they should all be exactly the right, and that's your small one. You do exactly the same, then you obviously press that whichever way it wants to go. Mine seems to want to go that way, so I should press that down. Again, don't use starch or steam because it's already been starched. You've cut it and you don't want it to shrink. So that's one, and then you do the same with the 2-inch size. So there's both size finished in their tins and my colours, and it roughly measures about 9 1/4, and it roughly measures about 6 1/4 to 6 1/2. Don't worry about the size, we still have to work on these to get them up to 10 1/2. So the size will be took into consideration when we finish the block. So I think this is block 9, I believe. Checkerboard. There you go. I wonder what, I don't even know what we're going to do next, so I've got to find one.